I don't know why, but you are watching the Madness Comic Network. Are you mental?
It's Flip City Magazine, The Parodies, Special Edition, with savage send-ups of The Walking Dead, Star Trek Picard, Stranger Things, The Mandalorian, Guardians of the Galaxy, and more from the first 4 years of Flip City. Get Flip City The Parodies free when you subscribe in print at flipcitymag.com. The world's best satire magazine, and never, ever woke.
In the heart of a major city, in a place raised to honor Earth's past protectors, the world will again learn, sometimes, superpowered intrigue doesn't stop at the grave. Galaxy Memorial Park, Volume 1, beginning crowdfunding Memorial Day 2025.
What's up, everybody? I am here with the man, Mr. Chris Brown. We're going to talk about Final Girl, the tabletop game. What's up, Chris? What's happening, my friend?
Hey, what's going on, bud? Let's see.
I don't even have words for that question anymore.
As the song said, everything is beautiful.
Yeah, good Christmas.
It was a day.
Family happy.
Yeah,
that's really all that matters. Right. Family's happy. Everybody's good. Hello, everybody out there. We got Rumble and Pill and X and Twitch and Facebook and YouTube and yada, yada, yada. We got people out there everywhere. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. We're going to talk about... hey, there is a fucking way. I don't know what the hell that was. Open the wrong tab. Somebody's like, "There's no fucking way." Hell, oops. Yeah, I don't know what that was. But yeah, I wanted to say hi to everybody. Hope you had a great holiday. It's time to move on to the next one, though. It's the end of 25 or 24. I mean, I'm already want to be the end of 25. You see, it's the end of 24, and hope it's seeing everybody well. I hope everybody's doing good. I got to do a couple of share things real quick. Chris, tell everybody who you are. Tell everybody why you're here.
Okay.
You know.
It's just me, Chris. Nobody special, hanging out. I do the whole Laughing Rogue thing where I make the board games, the comic books, the novels, soon to be a movie, and my main thing is horror stuff. To be honest, it's pretty much where I specialize in. Although I can write or do anything, except I don't think romance would be my thing. But we got a lot of stuff to do, a lot of stuff to talk about. Today we're going to be talking about Final Girl. And
wait a minute, why do you think romance wouldn't be your thing?
I don't think I could write two people banging, and I don't mean like normal romance movies, but I mean like the chickie books, you know, the chick porns.
Okay,
I could.
Well, see, that's when you get your ghostwriter to come in and play the female part.
Mm-hmm. Johnny Blaze.
You know, yeah, and then you know, like phone sex, right? Like you just talk it out, you talk it out, and then somebody transcribes it.
Lord.
You send it to the editor and try not to make them blush.
Or try to do it. That would be, yeah.
Holy crap, we're gonna have fun today. We're gonna.
I hope so.
If I ever get this shared out, people will be able to join us, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm totally slacking. Totally slacking. Where am I supposed to go with this thing? Oh yeah, I got to put it over there. Gotta let people know what's up. You know. If you're already watching, thanks for tuning in. If you have a wrench, you know what to do. Drop your links. Say hi to your people. All that stuff. You know. Promote. Wag your own tail. Do all that shit while we talk about. Well, let's talk about this thing first. Let's talk about this first.
Sure. We finally have the book up on Amazon, and I would appreciate if anybody that got it, or if you'd like to get it, go here to grab it. But if you did get it, drop in here and give me a review on this thing, because I'd like to see a few. I want to see us ranking on that chart of greatest horror books, because right now I'm 7,812 in occult fiction, but that's because we don't have any reviews and things yet. But as soon as we get them in there, we'll rise in that, and I'd like to see that. That'd be a good way to. That'd be a good birthday present.
Where is it? I'm looking. Where's the reviews? Where?
Oh yeah, if you scroll all the way down to the bottom here, customer reviews, and you can write a review.
That's why, because they bury it on the bottom underneath other stuff that nobody cares about.
Under ads and other things. Yeah, that's how they get you. Mm-hmm. So then I come in here and I see bestsellers rank, and it's like, you know, it's not going to go up on there, and that's understandable, of course. But that's because, you know, you need reviews and things. So hey, I just appreciate it if you jump on over, and if you know somebody that wants a good horror adventure book, send them out to grab it.
Okay, so it says, we apologize, but this account has not met the minimum eligibility requirements to write a review. If you would like to learn more about eligibility requirements, please see our community guidelines.
Well, to hell with it. If somebody wants to buy it.
I guess I have to be part of Prime or something.
I don't know. I'll have to look into it. That is the weirdest thing. I am going to try to get the Kindle version, the ebook, up by end of January.
Oh, I can see. I know why. because I didn't buy it from them. You sent it to me.
Oh, so they need verified purchases on Amazon.
I have to buy it from them in order to place a review on their site.
Okay.
I tried, but now we know. But now we know.
Now we know. But either way, it's up here. It's ready to buy, along with my other ones.
It is good, people. It is good. It's a really good read. If you followed any of the gameplay that we did, you have some idea what Slaughterville's about. So you already know, right? And it's not Dante and Karen in the book.
No, not yet. Not yet.
At least not yet. Okay. It's a completely different story that leads up to stuff like that. So, go check it out. Go check it out. Go check it out right there. Right there. Go check it out. Right? So, the final girl.
Yeah. What's really neat about this game is, I mean, aside from the game itself, but the guy that made this, AJ, I'm going to say it's Piorofino only because I'm bad at names. He had the same rep that I used when we went to our manufacturer, and we were actually going to collaborate Slaughterville with this game, but then for certain logistical things, it never happened. But it was pretty cool.
Blame it on Karen.
Yeah, I know, it's always her fault. No, the guy was a good guy. It's just, which is why I support his stuff, is because I know the guy, and and
blame it on her.
Always. If she was not so obsessed with the mayo, I would be, more inclined. But he made these other games here. Detective City of Angels wasn't my kind of game. I'm not saying it's not for anybody else, but for me, it wasn't. I started off with Hostage Negotiator. Now, Hostage Negotiator is and these are the Hostage Negotiator and the Final Girl are both solo only games. You play it by yourself. Okay. Which is fine for me. But this one is, you are a hostage negotiator and you're trying to save hostages from a bunch of different, abductors, and with different scenarios, right? And he took that system and he put it into a horror game, and there's a few things that he added to it that I think really make it. And it's one of the reasons why we were going to work with the Slaughterville stuff in the beginning, is because it's very modular, just like my game. And there's a lot of different locations, just like mine. But of course, it's way different, which is why I own it, and we're here to talk about it today. Now, it starts off, you must get this thing right here, and it's called the core box. This core box has all of the basic elements of the game that you're going to need. It has these action cards, which you're going to use to buy, and you use to actually perform all the actions you're going to take during the game. It has the dice. It has your meeples. It has, let me just open it up here. That's the other thing that's neat, is it's a magnetic enclosure. I don't know, I just like that kind of thing.
I like those for comic books. They have some that are comic size. I have a couple of them. I like them a lot.
And it had the meeples you need, and the other tokens, and it has the dice. It did not have these minis. Now, I'll get to the minis in a bit later, but it had everything else in here, and it's all right. It's nice and well contained. They do have a big box to hold everything, but I'm not going to recommend a big box for this thing. You don't need it.
What's up, Matthew?
Hey, bud. Now, not only do you need that core box, you need at least one of what they call a feature film box. Okay. The feature films are, the actual movies. And they give you, in each feature film, they will give you a location and a killer. Right. And what's nice about it, though, is you can, even though they come in their own boxes, and we'll look at them, right? You can mix and match. So you can take one location and mix it with another killer, so that it's, more modular. And what game are you working on? Sorry, I get talking to other stuff and then.
Yeah, Matthew's doing a game, making a game of his own.
Oh, good. Good. Yeah, you'll have to let me know. But each one of these boxes, and again, they are magnetic enclosures, they're going to come with a killer. In this case, I'm going to look at the first one, which is, what the heck was this one? Oh, yeah, Happy Trails Horror. Okay. And it's your typical Jason one. It comes with the killer called Hans. Okay. And that's the thing. The lid of the box, right? The magnetic lid is the killer board. Or if you flip it over, the lid of the box is the location you're going to play on.
Nice.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. And so it also has, again, I bought the miniatures. You don't need them. You don't. But they're nice. Okay.
But see, you can make your own. That's the thing you can do.
Exactly. Yeah. You can make your own minis. You don't need them. They have meeples that represent it. It's just, it's nice is all. But each of the locations and each of the killers, couldn't think of the word for a minute, have these things called terror cards. Now, the terror cards are going to be the AI that drives the villain, the bad guy. And so it's going to say, like, it's going to attack you. It's going to give them more health. It's going to do, have them move around the board, cause you a lot of hassle, which is pretty cool. What else I liked about this is, I like the modularity, the variety, and so on. And each killer has a finale and a dark power. So if you look on the board, at the top of the board, here's where you'll put the finale, and down bottom here is where you'll put the dark power. And you choose one of them. So they each come with 3 finales and 4 dark powers. One of them's an epic one that's super hard, but I've never needed that. And when you put them together, it gives you brain freeze here. Almost like I haven't done this before. You know what I mean? So when you're seeing it, it gives you the picture of the killer, right? Which is pretty cool. But then at certain points of the game, it's going to flip over the finale and it'll give him a new power. Or it'll flip over their other dark power and it'll give them another thing that they can do, which again is all randomized. And I know there's only three of each, but it's enough to keep each villain different, because not only does the villain have randomization, so does the location.
Right.
And they have like 4 or 5 different setup cards for each location. They have, oh gosh, which we'll show you in a bit. And the villains have this, over here, this track that goes up, which tells you how strong the villain's going to get based on how many of the victims die. So that's always pretty neat to manage that. But I promise you, he's going to kill a lot of people. And the same thing with oh my God, yeah. Same thing with the locations is that they're all different, and I'll show you some more as we go. But this is the camp, so it has the lake, and you're able to find a boat to take you from the dock up to the other thing. There's cabins, there's places to search, and each spot usually comes with a little rule sheet. Honestly, I've played quite a few of these, and I think the Happy Trails one, or the Happy Trails style, is my favorite because it has the fewest rules that you have to remember.
Right.
Anything to make it streamlined so that you can get into it, which again is why I did Slaughterville the way I did, is because I wanted to keep it simple. Kiss it, right? Keep it simple, stupid. But this also comes with terror cards, and what's nice about the terror cards is you shuffle the location and the villain terror cards together, deal out 10 of them, and that's what you use. So you're rarely going to get the exact same game each time. Oh, I didn't even know I did this.
Bruce over on Pill says a tabletop role-playing game. That's
I have one of them if you want.
we got lots of that kind of stuff. This is a single player.
Yeah, this is a single player tabletop board game style. And I did lie to you by accident and said that it was 4 of the random setups. Apparently some of them have 5.
Okay.
But yeah, that's neither here nor there. But each location is also going to come with a set of events that you may or may not see depending on the tarot cards. If a tarot card does not tell you to turn over an event, you don't. Simple as that. And you're going to get items that are themed to the location, that you can use to help stop this killer. Because that's usually, and I say usually, what you're trying to do is kill the killer. And you kill the killer by taking one of these, name of the game, Final Girls. And I have a stack of them because I bought a few of these. And you take them through this horror adventure in order to try to stop the killer. Now, there's some of them I have that where you don't try to kill the person, but usually you do. That's usually the main goal of it, is to try to kill whoever it is to reduce their health down to 0. And you do that by buying these cards called the action cards. Now, some of them are free, and it's really weird because I say weird, but it's a time management thing. And I bought the neoprene mat, but to be honest with you, you don't need that either. But I just like neoprene mat. I just like them. But this is your time track, the one with the hourglass, and you use that time in order to buy cards. So the more stuff you do on the map that takes time is the fewer time that you have to buy these cards. So it's about that kind of a balance too, like how much do you want to do versus maybe you don't do so much this time, but then you save all that time to buy the big damaging cards. So yeah, it's kind of cool that way. And you can't even search in a location thing unless you have a search card. And when you get these cards, what you have to do is you have to roll a certain number of dice, and it'll tell you how many dice you have to roll. Doesn't matter. And you're looking for stars. If you get stars, that's good. That's a success. It's your 5 or 6, just like my game. If you get a 3 or a 4, you see the 2 card symbol, you actually can discard 2 of your action cards in order to turn it into a success. But man, that's a rough one. That's a tough thing to do on a whim like that. But they do have defensive cards as well, like Retaliate, which is if you're getting attacked, you can play this card, roll the dice to see if you can actually deal damage back and negate damage done to you.
Bruce says, so you can catch the killer and kill the killer?
Actually, yes. In some of them, you can catch the killer. Some of them, you can kill it. There's one in here I have called, and we'll get to it in a bit, Creech Manor, the Poltergeist, where you can't harm the killer at all. It's just it's their Poltergeist one where you have to find Carol Ann and get her punk ass out of the house. So yeah, it all depends. Now Hans is the killer in here, and he is your Jason analog. And as you can see, nice little pig-faced guy with a sledgehammer. And your goal is to take his health from 12 to 0. The 4 just tells you where on the one track you use to start. That tells the horror track, it's called. That's the one in the middle here that shows all the dice. And depending on where you are on this horror track, that's how many dice you can roll. If you're in the green, congratulations, you get to roll 3 dice. If you're in the white, you roll 2. In the red, you roll 1. But if you're in the red, you're doing really, really bad.
Yeah,
I've been there.
You're done anyway.
Yeah, I've been there. I'm not gonna try to sugarcoat it and lie. But each one of these feature film boxes comes with 2 of the final girls, so you'll always have 2 to play with. And then each one, don't forget to look under the box because they have these special little envelopes. It says if you win with this character, you can unlock there, and it's usually a secret weapon or something. I didn't play with Lori yet. And so I didn't get to unlock her thing.
For Lori's eyes only.
Exactly. That's why I can't look at it yet. She hasn't played the game yet.
This is the interactive stuff, people. This is what we're talking about. We're trying to have fun.
Yeah.
Fun.
So that's again my favorite one out of the bunch so far has been the Camp Happy Trails. All right, because it's the most traditional. It's when you think of that final girl thing, you're thinking of Jason Voorhees style. Now, the other one I usually think of when I see that is Nightmare on Elm Street, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
In fact, I didn't do this on purpose, but one of the ones that comes with it is named Nancy.
It's Nancy.
Yeah, legally distinct from, right? See, there she is on the box, and that's not Freddy Krueger, right?
No,
but
no.
It's totally the nightmare on what is it? The Frightmare on Maple Lane, and his name is Dr. Fright, and you get the Maple Lane location. But again, each one is different, and believe it or not, this one, just like my dream demon, has a dream state and an awake state. So he can only attack you when you're in the dream. He can't touch you when you're awake, and so on. Again, so you can see the similarities and why we were going to collaborate on it.
Right.
But our games were just way too different in order to do that. So. Now, Maple Lane, again, we showed the Happy Trails. Maple Lane is quite a bit different. It's a series of houses and the streets in between. And it's... And I could take this, and I could play Hans from the other one in this one, and that's one of the things I like about it. Is the modularity. Now there are some villains that are more complex, and frankly, honestly, I didn't enjoy them as much, so I don't own them. But I do have. Let me go to here. They have series 1, 2, and 3. But for Series 1, I'm honestly going to recommend Happy Trails to everybody that gets this. You have to get the base game, right, in order to play any of it. But I'm going to honestly recommend Camp Happy Trails. That's my favorite. And it seems like a good starting one. Maple Lane is a bit more complex because of the dream and the dream state and all with the killer and everything, but it's not bad. Another one, this one's from Series 2 that I got, was the Big Bad Wolf and Storybook Woods. I forget what the heck this one's even called. Oh, Once Upon a Full Moon. It's your standard werewolf. It's not really complex. It has one thing I don't like about this one, to be honest with you, is he has 2 modes. One is stalking and one is hunting. Stalking is when he's out trying to find you, which is fine. But then the other one is when he's on the hunt. Now, the hunt happens real fast. Like right here on this bottom thing. You start here, 2 up, and 2 people killed, and he's already on the hunt. I don't know. That one just seemed to go by too quick. But it's fine. It's another nice beginner one. Oh, I got a dent on this board. I must have dropped it. But Storybook Woods is one of the more it's a very interesting location because it's smaller than some of the others, and the bridges that you see over here, you can only take 1 victim across at a time. And that's the other thing you want to do, is you want to try to rescue as many victims as you can, because on the final girl it has these spots, 5, 6 usually. And once you fill those spots up with victims, you unlock her ultimate final girl power, whatever it happens to be. Mm-hmm. So that's one of your main goals, is to try to save as many people.
So Storybook Woods looks like a golf course.
Yeah, I know, right? I thought the same thing. I'm like, dude, are we just freaking hitting the back 9 here or what?
Yeah, that's exactly. It looked like some big sand traps, some water. Yeah,
I know.
It's like a golf course to me, man. I've played that course, actually. I know that course.
Yeah, there's the trail for the cart.
It's a golf course, man. I'm just saying.
Yeah. It's fun, don't get me wrong, but I had the same thoughts too. It was.
You know what's funny? I interviewed Mr. Fringe from the Lunatics Fringe the other day.
Okay.
And found out he's a golfer.
Oh, okay.
We are going to play a round of golf and record some of it for you people.
Well,
we're going to go play golf. Pops and Mr. Fringe. And we're going to have Brad come with us as a cameraman and film us between holes and film us on the course. And,
That is something very important that you mentioned. A lot of the things that I see when people go out and they do these, especially from doing the big sexy outdoors filming stuff, is when we're outside, and it's so hard to record yourself doing things like that because you're moving, you're concentrating on other things, you forget. It is always better to have somebody else with you there.
Yeah. You got to have a cameraman, man. You got to have a cameraman.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if I was
So-
going to the cons by myself and just grabbing some random and going, "Hey, film this for me"? No, you can't do it.
I know, right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you got to have a legit somebody who knows what they're doing, so they can download the files and get them to you afterwards, and all that. There's a
Yep.
process that goes along with it, right? But yeah. Man, it just
And,
sounds like fun.
and if you have a real good filmmaker,
oh yeah,
you can get them to do color correction, editing, all that kind of stuff. That's not my area. I can't do any of that. But
did you see
it's neat when they do it.
Did you see the Tuesday Morning Brew show this week?
No, I didn't.
Dude, Lori and I did a show, pre-recorded, obviously, because it's Christmas Eve and she wasn't going to be there. But she edited together a really, really good, I mean, we did an hour show and then looped it. So it's, normal 2 hours, but,
yeah,
we just looped it, right?
Right.
But Lori is really good at editing and all that stuff, man, clipping stuff together. She's been a godsend for me for certain things that I'm like pinched on time. It doesn't look right. It's got to be, I got to have something better than that. And I'll be like, Lori, can you do this for me real quick? And she does, she's like, yeah, I got you. I mean, obviously she's not dropping what's going on to do it, but she does, she gets it done for me, man. And she's the only person I know that knows how to do every freaking thing.
Yeah. Like when she does all that green screen work and
everything. That's what I mean. She, it's the perfect person to go to.
No, I mean,
Ellie, perfect person to have as part of your team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like Deepak is building the website, and that's the perfect person to have part of the team. Kaz is great because I got somebody to bounce ideas off before I go do something stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to have a good team. Right? You got to.
Always.
So wait a minute. Come back down. I want to see Carnage at the Carnival real quick. What is it?
We will. Yep.
Okay,
so this is series 1, and each one, if you do their Kickstarter, you get the whole fancy stuff. I did the Kickstarter, but then it got a flood and we lost everything. So I've recently gone out and I bought the base game, and then I bought some of the Series 1 stuff that I liked. There was some Series 1 stuff I didn't care for, so I didn't get that again. So we'll talk. And I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying it's not for me.
Right.
Okay. So keep that in mind. But each one of these is only like $20. So even if you're out, you're only out like $20. Now, Happy Trails, again, always recommend it. Okay. I don't even have to think about Happy Trails to know that you should probably get that one. The Haunting of Creech Manor. That is this one right here. Okay. Can I recommend this? Maybe. and only because I like this one because it's very different from all the others. So you have it's they didn't even change the name. It's the Poltergeist, okay? And they have a little card in here called, oh my god, what is the kid's? It's Carol Ann, okay? From Poltergeist.
Right.
And she shuffled into the items. So you have to go searching around the house, which is Creech Manor. Okay. You got to search around Creech Manor, and you got to find her in one of the places that you can search. So if you don't find Carol Ann, you're screwed because you can never kill that villain. You actually can't hurt it. So this is one of the more difficult ones, but it does have a different style of location because it's bottom up. You can only go up or down. You know what I mean? You have to do it in layers. You have to walk up the stairs. You have to go on a certain route. So it's kind of neat that way because it's built like an actual house and you have to navigate it as such. You can't just go wherever you want. But at the same time, I don't see it being very... I mean, I guess the Dr. Fright, the Freddy Krueger one, would be good in the house because, well, I mean, he chased Nancy through the house. But I don't know how much I would like the other ones in it. And I know. In Friday the 13th 2 and what the hell was the one with Corey Haim? Was that 2? It doesn't matter. But they chased him through that lodge, through that house. So I guess it could work, but I never found it that it was as fun as having them on other locations. So Creech Manor is okay. Poltergeist is an interesting villain just because it's got that you can't kill it, you can only grab the girl and get out.
Yeah, you can survive it, but you can't stop it.
Exactly. Slaughter in the Groves, I hate with an all fiery passion. Inkinyamba is not only one of the most difficult villains, but the location, the Groves, it just wasn't fun for me. I didn't enjoy it at all. Again, some people do. Congratulations. I'm not here to piss on your parade. I'm just saying, for me, that one I will never buy again just because I don't like it. Even to complete the Final Girl collection thing, no, I'm okay without it. I lost FOMO, for a long time. Carnage at the Carnival. Carnage at the Carnival is, well, it has a neat carnival. I'll give it that. That's a good location. Hell, I have a carnival in my game.
I'm just wondering, are the carnies in character?
This one is mainly about the puppet master guy, and that's one of the things I wasn't really sure why it was in the setting it's at, because it's what he does is he controls 3 little puppets figures that run around the board, and they can damage you, and so they act like mini villains, which is fine. I have no issues with the puppet master style. It's just oh goodness, I don't think it fits the carnival theme. I don't know. I just wasn't. It never sat well with me. I never really cared for this.
Yeah, that seems more like a ringmaster.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I did with mine. Is in order to defeat my carnival, you have to find the 5 different major powers in the carnival, like the strongman, the freak show, the ringmaster, and so on. That's what I did. But this one isn't like that. And it just never. Do I hate it? I don't know if I go so far as hating it like I hate Inkinyamba, but it's not one I don't care if I ever buy it again.
Okay.
Frightmare on Maple Lane, of course, we already talked about. I like that one. They even call him the Dream Doctor as opposed to the Dream Demon like I do. Don't get this app. It is so pointless. Look, I'm honest. That's all it's going to be.
Wait, okay. Yeah, look, it's a review, people. This isn't us promoting their their game. Is just telling you what you might like or dislike about it.
Yeah, so, I did. I'm not paid for this. I didn't get anything given to me. I'm just going to tell you what I honestly thought of each individual piece. I did not like the app. I thought it was pointless. Now they do have with each one, and yeah, like I said, they're only like $20 a piece. Okay, the game mats, I got mine on eBay, so that was cheaper than this. Minis I got on Black Friday sale at like 50% off. So that's the only reason. Honestly, the only reason I got them. Otherwise, I have so many of their minis just sitting in this baggie.
Hold on, put that back up. Put it back up there. It's minis in a baggie, people. That's not what I keep in a baggie, but
No. I just never use them because I don't need them.
Now, you said earlier right at the beginning, you were like, the maps are cool, but you don't really need them. The minis are cool, but you don't really need them.
Yeah. Again, if I wouldn't have gotten them on such deep discount, I probably wouldn't have gotten them.
It's like this, people. Get the game, play the game. If you like the game,
and
you want to get the extra shit, do that. But don't just buy all of it and then find out you don't like the game.
Exactly. I only got this stuff because I knew I already liked certain ones.
Yeah.
Now, what's weird is on this site, they don't have. They also have these little games called vignettes, which is just they don't come with a location. It's basically just a killer kind of a thing. This is the one from Series 2, which I'll show up in a minute. Terror from the Grave, where it's a bunch of zombies coming out. So zombies can be attacking anything.
So this like a side quest.
Exactly. And the Series 1 was Terror from Above, which was birds and crows and things. It was okay. Again, it's not one I'm going to go out of my way to get. Same thing with the storage box. They want $40 for a box. There's nothing in it.
On. A box
Right.
with some graphics on it. They want
Right.
$40 for it. Look, people, if you like the game and you really, really, really want the box, I got some cool stuff to sell you too.
Exactly. I'd rather have them stored like this because they stand up like VHS tapes, and they have the neat art on the side. I'd rather do it that way.
Hey, I'll make a freaking box.
Exactly. I've done it. That's my, one of the things I do. I don't know what the lore and scenario book is anymore. Or I forget, but what the heck was, their descriptions. If I ever thought my website was bad, that's their description for their thing that they want you to buy. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, that's
That's not telling me much there, fella.
Yeah, that doesn't tell me anything. Lore and Scenario Book Series 1. We're going to assume that there's some backstory to some of this stuff, and that how to set the stage as a GM, maybe. Maybe it should be a GM book.
I'm not sure on that one. But then they have Series 2, which we already talked about, Storybook Woods.
Mm-hmm.
Once Upon a Full Moon, which I got. I would also
Madness in the Dark. Wait a minute. There's madness in this game.
Yep, that's this one.
There's
I have that. This one I liked. I liked this one because not only is the Ratchet Lady an interesting villain because she has no upper limit to her health. She can just keep going, and she creates. It might be based on a novel and comic book. That I can't say because I never found out that. But she also turns victims into maniacs, and the maniacs then come out and try to kill you, and you can change them back into regular people if you want. But I also really did like the Wolf Asylum's layout. It has a lot of different locations or a lot of different rooms with it, plenty of paths to go on. Plus, and here's something you're going to like, it has these tokens down here on the bottom, which are pills. Now, the pills you take and you get superpowers. Or if you get something, if you try to take too many, you also get side effects. And the side effects are like, making you go insane. And
so they're pills actually provided by Big Pharma.
Pretty much, yeah. Let me see if I can't find them. Yeah, here's the pills. So if you take one pill, you can either get a health back, move a space, reduce the horror. But if you take two of them, you can reduce it by 3. You can get 5 time, recover all your health. If you take one of each different type of pill, you can draw what's called an amped card. Now, amped are these guys, and they are, your superpowers. Furious Strike is like one of the strongest attacks, so getting it for free is nice. And you can add extra dice to your roll depending on. So yeah, it's fun to go around collecting pills and trying to get everything super powered, but at the same time, those are the terror cards. Where now? Health class are my side effects. There we are. Again, a lot of different setup cards, so things will be laid out differently. Which again, I like. I like that. But some of them will be nice, and you'll just no side effect at all. Or you can have panic attacks, paralyzation, or much like myself, you can get some brain fog. All depending, what one you randomly draw. I just kind of like that.
You just hit a really bad patch of roboting. Basically, your picture's skipping. We can pretty much hear what you're saying, but we're not really seeing because it's just skipping panels. You know what I mean? The video.
That's crazy. How is it now?
It just started doing it.
It
was fine. It was fine, and then it just started doing it.
Okay. I wonder if it's because how we talked about before off that my computer's dying. I wonder if it's that. But anyway, we'll finish this off quick. We're almost at an hour anyway.
Yeah,
the internet doesn't want me to tell you. They don't want me to tell you about this game. Now, the last one that I own is this one. And I don't know if you can see. It's called A Panic at Station 2891. Okay? This is based on The Thing. And it has the organism, which is, the Thing. And you actually have to go around and you have to test your other people. You have to test to see if the other people are, well, The Thing. So I like that one. Let me see if I can't. And the location is neat. There's actually 3 killers on this one instead of just one.
Yeah, it's like your resolution on your camera went and everything. It's like it's like your computer's working really hard to keep up with the video.
Yeah, like I said, it's going to be
looks
until
like
I can get in. Hey, everybody, go buy my.
Looks like a Hammer horror VHS.
Yeah. Everybody, go buy my book so I can afford a new computer.
Yeah, everybody go over there. Check out Slaughterville on Amazon. The Beast Within. I read it. It's good. I can tell you it's worth the read, and it's wide open to other Slaughterville adventures, guys. It's not a one and done. There's going to be more.
I think I have 12 or 14 planned novels. But we also have the game we got to play. Now, you can hear me okay, though, right?
Yeah, I think you're back. Yeah, you're back now. You're back.
Okay.
When you were showing the cards.
Yeah, sorry about that. Like I said, it's just the computer. I wish to God there was something I could do about it, but there is not right now. And so we are gonna. That's why we've been slacking off on the Thursday shows, because of this computer the way it is. It's nothing that I don't want to do it. I can't subject people to this every week. Now, the last one from Series 2. I shouldn't say the last.
It's no. Brian Senleo. It is also graphic novels.
Yeah, I have that too. Yeah, graphic novels, role playing game, novels, and the board game, and soon to be a movie.
Yeah, look, it is everything. You can get involved in Slaughterville no matter what genre.
What you're into.
It doesn't matter. It's all fucking cool. And it's all good. I've played the role-playing game, played the tabletop game, read the novel, read the graphic novels. It's all good. So yeah. Buy the no pictures book for your wife, but you can get the other stuff for you.
Exactly.
We are definitely here to help promote what's happening.
So this is the one I got, Panic at Station 2891. I like it. It's really not only an interesting location because it's at the Antarctic. It's the Thing. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. So you know what you're getting into. One I did not like, because I didn't think it would fit with any of the other locations, was Into the Void. Into the Void is aliens. You're on a spaceship and you're fighting the Evomorph, which is the Xenomorph. Right. It never fit. It never felt right with anything else. So I did not buy that. They called it
an emo morph.
Right. Look at it.
Dressed it in a black suit.
If you liked The Purge, oh my gosh, what are the other ones where the people break into the house? Was Becky? Was that was one with John Goodman? I think it was
the one with the panic room.
Right. That's Knock at the Door. That's where 3 different killers are trying to break into your house, trying to hunt you down and kill you inside your house. It's okay. It didn't wow me, but this is one I would get after I have everything else. But again, that's me. That's for me, not for anybody else. Like, you may hate the idea of the madness in the dark going through the asylum. I think you're wrong, but it's one I will get.
It has the right name and it has the right word in the title, so it doesn't. It says madness. I'm good.
Exactly. Now, what else is it? Is not all of these are done by AJ. Other people have helped him create them, and let's put it this way: you can tell with some of them, they're not as good. Now they did also make before we head out season 3 or series 3. It did kind of good, you know.
Yeah, I guess.
It was all right, you know.
I guess.
Yeah. And you
Okay,
get
so Ryan's. I don't remember this. Do you remember what the horror movie in the 70s one with the gas that made everybody go crazy?
No.
I don't remember.
No, I don't.
Either. I kind of remember the movie, but I don't.
Not off the top of my head, I don't.
So no bloodstained dice, just regular plain old dice.
Yeah. You know. Now this one here, one of the ones I'm gonna have to get is the Sunny Days Mall and the Hunter. So it's your Terminator, the killer from tomorrow.
Okay.
And these are not out yet. These are just shipping, I think, in January to backers. So it'll be a little bit before it gets to retail, and then I'll be able to get these. But this is the one.
Hoping Sunny Days Mall would be Night of the Comet,
right? But I can take what I like is I can take the Sunny Days Mall and I can put the zombies in it, and I can redo Dawn of the Dead. So
just had crazy people breaking into the house. Yeah, I don't remember that.
Chopping mall, right?
Razor.
Yeah, Razor Face and Hellscape is like my dream, is my Demon Razor. It's the Hellraiser one. What I liked about the Hellscape,
Pinhead.
Exactly.
It's almost Pinhead. Yeah.
Again, yet legally distinct from, right?
Yes.
What's neat about this one is on the location, there are 4 extra little boards, and those boards will rotate, move, and change based on event cards. So that's kind of neat. So I'm kind of looking forward to that one, but I don't know, only because I don't see the modularity of Razorface going to anywhere else, and I couldn't. Maybe Jason one in Hell would be okay, but I don't know. That's the one I'm iffy on, is the Razorface one so far. Now the Slayer and Falconwood is absolutely, if you can't tell by the font, your Stranger Things. Okay, it even has something in here. I believe it was called the Upside Down or something similar to it, right? There's a government doing experiments. Yeah, it's Stranger Things kind of just in here. I don't know. It might be okay. I'd have to see the location because it's another town, and I like the town ones. But I don't know about the villain, so I'm not opposed to it. The Tormentor, I don't know jack about this one, but the Warehouse seemed interesting. So it's one I'm going to have to look into when it comes out. The Eyeless is, what is that movie that's out now? Sandra Bullock, I think, was in it with the. No, was that it? The one where that they hear you, and then you. What the heck was that called? Why am I blanking on the name of this thing?
I don't know. I never watched that movie. I thought I didn't like the premise.
No, yeah, I know the Sandra Bullock one was weird, but there's another one where if you make a noise, Quiet Place, that's the one. See? This is why I like this. Yeah, that's what this is supposed to be. The Eyeless is supposed to be like that. The Quiet Place one. Yeah, Don't Make a Sound is what it's called. And it was done by. They need better fonts on this. Katia. I'm not even going to do the last name because whatever. But it wasn't done by Aegis. So I'm interested to see this one, to see how the killer would play, just because if it's based on sound and movement. But I also, think the location has potential. They also added vehicles. Okay, and a bonus one for each campaign is a Christmas themed one. This is North Pole Nightmare with Krampus, and you're in Santa's village. Again, I don't see me ever getting this, only because it's not modular enough for me to include any killer inside of Santa's village. It doesn't interest me. Will it interest you? I don't know. That's between you and God. But it just wasn't for me. But yeah, so that's what it is. You'll get. It's an interesting little game that it doesn't take long to play. It doesn't take long to set up. It's all pretty much self-contained, and
You know what the funniest part about this is?
What's that?
This is a single player game, right?
Yes.
You made $1 million, right?
Yep.
That's a lot of people ain't got shit to do.
I know, right?
Look, I like games. I'm not that big on games by myself, unless they're like I like video games that run through a storyline that you play by yourself. Those are all right.
Yeah. And that's kind of like, oh, okay.
See, yeah.
See, and that's what I was getting at. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm saying they were not for me. But yeah, and that's the kind of thing that's important is find which one you like, and that's why I wanted to show all of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I look at this game as like a like almost like a video game, like you're playing through a Silent Hill kind of a thing. And but yeah, I often only play solo games, so it was pretty good for me.
That's me. Even like open world games with other people online. I don't run with a group of people.
Exactly.
I go out there and try to do it by myself.
Are you guys still doing D&D online?
Oh yeah, D&D. I mean, I haven't done it, but obviously, you haven't seen me playing on the network. I'm not playing video games.
Right.
I did for a couple days play around with Witcher 3.
Yeah.
Over Christmas, because there was a couple days when there wasn't nothing happening and I could actually mess around with it. But you know me, as soon as I start playing video games, I start feeling guilty and I have to turn it into content. Right. So if you're not seeing video game content on the network, I probably ain't got a lot of time to be playing video games.
Yeah. But yes, Brian, this is a single player only horror game. Yep. Now mine, the Slaughterville, is 1 through 6. So we have more players on that.
Slaughterville is fun. Go ahead and tell. Look, fuck it. Might as well promote yourself. We talked about Final Girl. Let's talk a little bit about Slaughterville. Tell Brian what it's all about, man, because that is a fun game. I've played all of them.
And they are kind of similar in that we have varied villains. I have I think like 24 different villains. You build the town of Slaughterville using different locations, where here in Final Girl, the locations are that one board, which I toyed around with for Slaughterville, but I never liked it. Here it works. So it just, shows that difference there. But, and you take one of the many different characters, not just the Final Girl, but you'll have people like the stoner, the jock, the nerd, the cop, and everything else. And you go through and you try to find items, clues, and allies to defeat whatever it is the different villain you have. Like Dracula is trying to take Mina Harker home from Slaughterville. The zombies are trying to overwhelm. The Dr. Frankenstein is out grave robbing and trying to build, Frankenstein's monster. So I
was going to say, I'm going to drop the link to the playlist.
Yes.
From all of the Slaughterville stuff that we did on the network. We played the role-playing game. We played the tabletop game. I'm going to drop the playlist here in the chat, man, and you can go check this out, Brian. You can see the game in play and decide if you want to check it out. Yeah, we played that one right there.
That's the one that started Dante and Karen.
Yep.
But it's it's a supplement to the Slaughterville RPG.
Dante and Karen, come on. Dante and Karen right there.
This one isn't even out yet. So this is going to be for the Slaughterville campaign 2. So when we played it, it was
dude, the games are fun, man. The tabletop version of it's fun. He even sent me some blood-stained dice.
Yeah.
From the Slaughterville game. The dice are white with like blood splatter all over them. They're like Chris is very creative with his games. The role-playing game is fun and very adaptable. Okay.
Do you want to hear a funny story?
Okay.
So I was at a convention about a month or so ago, and I sold somebody a copy of the RPG. And whenever I sell one, and I'll throw in a pack of the dice if I have them, and I threw in a set of the bloodstained dice. He goes, dude. I said, what? He goes, I just paid $10 for these dice up here at this other stand. I'm like, now you got 2 sets. Congratulations.
He paid $10 for a set, and you gave him a set. So he
The
got
exact same set.
Exact same set. So the people that you went to and said, "Hey, I want you to make these for me," started making them and selling them on the side too.
It was not an exclusive template.
Oh,
Let's
okay.
put it that way.
You just found someone. Hey, man, I want those.
Yeah. The manufacturer made them, and I'm like, hey, I like that, so I'm going to include those.
See, I'm pretty sure the ones I got from Frog G are one of a kind.
Oh, I think so. Yeah.
The glow in the dark with a case that's glow in the dark, and
Yeah.
I mean, they're fucking prom green.
Yeah.
Red writing on them, red writing. Oh, dude, they're so badass. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like all my dice. I got lots of cool dice. I don't have no lame dice. It's all good dice.
But I got to get out for the kids and make them lunch because they're still off of school. I hope you had fun, and I hope you learned a little something.
Drop a link to where people can buy your games.
Okay.
Yeah, because Brian suddenly is going to look at this playlist and he's going to go, "But where do I get the games?" You see what I'm saying? It's like you got to make sure all the info is there, man. But yeah, Brian, we had a blast playing the game. Two of the character that Lori created and the character that I created kind of took on the life of their own. Okay. And the Killer Karen show is actually us in character.
Yep.
Hosting that show.
Karen Needlemeyer.
Okay. So, it kind of, the game itself kind of created one of the shows we do. It's not game related. It's just those characters.
Yeah. Yeah, they took on a life of their own.
We actually invested the love into creating the character, and then the character outlived the playing of the game. Not that we're not going to go back to it, but the characters had to keep going. They couldn't stop and wait for the next game. They had shit to do.
I wouldn't say there's love between the characters. Maybe more like a mutual let's not kill each other. It's man. Dante is a very good pack mule.
Yeah.
According to Karen.
Yeah, well, he's also a really good renovator.
Yeah.
Because look at the basement now compared to the basement when he first got there, right? So, seriously, Brian, we've created lore around these stupid ass characters. We've had so much fun, man.
He likes swimming.
It really is,
Dante likes swimming.
Killer Karen too. Chris, that reminds me. Tomorrow night, Killer Karen is going to be live.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be live and wide open. Who has the sack to come talk to Karen live?
Huh.
Oh, man. I don't know.
I might have to stop in and say.
Well, we it was Christmas. We didn't want to bother somebody with trying to tape a show and shit during the holidays. So I was just like, why don't we just do it live? And she was like, oh, that will be fucking fun.
And what day is that again? I'm sorry.
Tomorrow night, 7 o'clock.
Tomorrow night. Okay, tomorrow night is the 27th. I should be around. I don't know if we're doing something the 27th or the 28th for my birthday.
Oh, when is that?
My birthday's the 28th. Yeah, I'll be 50 this year.
The big 50.
Yep, but I'm still pretty as a mother.
I know, ain't you?
It ain't easy being this good.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brian, we were really having fun, man. The network, everything. Look, it's all about fun. That's every show. We're trying to focus on the stuff you guys love, not the stuff you hate. We know you hate all that dumb mainstream shit. That's why we're bringing you this.
Yeah. If we don't have fun with it, there's no point in doing it.
That's right. We're trying to have fun. So, definitely check out Killer Karen tomorrow. Doing it live will be a new experience. Every show so far has been taped and edited. This is because we break character fucking laughing. That's why it's taped and edited, because we say something and then we'll all just bust up laughing and go out of character. You know, so this is going to be the first time we try it live, and we got to try and stay in character for the whole thing. So
I got to catch up on the 4th.
Dude, oh, you muted.
I said I got to catch up on the 4th wall ones too, just because.
Oh, yes, those are fun too. But interviewing characters, Mr. Fringe the other day though, because I already know him.
Yeah,
it's real. It was really hard to stay in character because there's just stuff. We got off on a tangent talking about playing golf together. Yeah. But like I said, I already know him, so it's a little different. Like with you, I was interviewing the mayor of Slaughterville. With Mr. Fringe, I was interviewing Mr. Fringe. That's the only guy I know is Mr. Fringe. I don't know him behind the makeup. Every time I've talked to him, he's been Mr. Fringe. So
yeah,
but it's a fun show. Those ones are the one with Nem interviewing Macy. That was good. RJ Williams with Orion. That one was good. I'm having fun doing all this stuff, man. It's like, roll with it, people. Go feed the kids, man.
All right, bud.
Let's see. I'm gonna get this link here real quick and drop it over there on eBay right now. You can get the Slaughterville game.
Yep. Right now. And just look in sellers, other items if you want more stuff. We got plenty up there. Whatever you need.
Yeah. Right there. What's your seller name?
Maverick.
Maverick. Look for the Maverick.
Word.
I'm out.
All righty, bud. Catch you in a while. Maverick. God bless.
I forgot that was your email. That's right.
Yeah.
You are the Maverick. That's right. And people, I think I played all the ads earlier. You see anything from any of us, just do what Crom says.
Just back it already.
And go with it, right? Just go with it. Have a great day. I will be back 7 o'clock for you people on Pilled. We will be showing the Kung Fu Theater Epic movie. Where's it at, Brian? Which one is it? Oh, it's Chocolate. It's Zija Yanin plays an autistic girl with the ability to mimic the abilities of classical martial artists. So she goes on a tangent, kicks ass using Bruce Lee's moves, and it should be fun to watch.
That sounds kind of neat.
We will be watching that tonight, 7 o'clock over on Pilled. All welcome to join us. Pilled.net, Madness Comic Network. Any last words, my friend?
No, have a good one. That's all.
There you go. Peace, everybody.
Click on the tube and feel the vibe. Every show you crave right here live. Heroes and villains clash in the night. Madness Comic Network sets it right. Scroll through the list, find what you need. Epic battles and fast-paced speed. From capes to cosmic space delight. Tune in and watch your favorites ignite. On Facebook, share the thrill so grand. On X, the buzz across the land. Madness Comic Network all around. In every episode, joy is found. Uploads, they never end. Superheroes and their friends Catch every twist and every turn. Madness Comic, you will yearn. Stay up to date with every twist. Madness Comic, don't miss a gist. From laughter to tears, every mood. Madness Comic sets the groove. Click that button and subscribe. Catch the wave and ride the tide. Join the fun, join the craze. Madness Comic brightens days. New uploads, they never end. Superheroes and their friends. Catch every twist and every turn. Madness Comic, you will yearn. Stay up to date with every twist. Madness Comic, don't miss a gist. From laughter to tears, every mood. Madness Comic sets the groove. Click that button and subscribe. Catch the wave